day 31 of my 100 days of live. Happy July 1st. And most importantly, I hope you enjoyed your Friday. I know what you're thinking. It's late, and it absolutely is. But boy, has it been quite a day. So for those of you that are new here, welcome. My name is Claudia, and I'm the proud owner of Pink's Teas and Things. And today, I am going to be talking about pulling all-nighters, which I had one last night. Also, where's my package? That's a whole story time in and of itself. But most importantly, I wanted to highlight a comment that really kind of came. It was like a full circle moment for me. And so I wanted to share it with you all. So hopefully you will enjoy tonight's live. If you happen to be catching this on the replay, don't forget to thumbs up. And in addition to that, turn on your post notifications so that you'll be notified each time I go live. And like I said, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Claudia, the proud owner of Pink's Teas and Things. But on these social media streets, they call me the queen of direct-to-film printing. Hey, Donna, how are you? So we're going to go live. We're live here on YouTube. I'm also going to go ahead and start my lives over on TikTok and also on Instagram. Hey, Donna, day 4. I love it. 4 days in a row. Go, Donna. Go, Donna. Go, Donna. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. So I know it's late. And it's been quite a day, Donna, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's been pretty busy, but you know, it is what it is. This is what we do, right? So here I am. I didn't want to miss today because I know that over the weekend, I won't be here. So, hey, how are you? Sun and Moon Glam, hey. Yes, it is. It's late here. It's almost 11, a little bit before 11. Hey, T. Lee Jones, how are you? Hey, Maria, hey, how are you? Lisa, welcome. Hello, Instagram, how are you? 1993 Apparel, welcome. Hello, I hope you all are having an amazing day. I wanted to come in really quickly, and I'm already live over on YouTube. Thank you guys for tapping that screen as you're coming in. So I'm live also over on YouTube. So if you happen to catch me kind of looking in either this direction, this is YouTube, or over here, hey, Instagram, okay? I am redeemed now. I love that. How are you? Hey, Kira, welcome. So I'm Claudia. I'm the proud owner of Pink's Teas and Things. But on these social media streets, they call me the queen of direct-to-film printing. So today we're not actually printing. However, I wanted to come in because I had some really amazing comment over on YouTube that was kind of like a full circle moment for me. Hey, Savannah, how are you? Hey, Rock Expressions say good morning. I'm sure it is because it's almost 11 o'clock my time. I'm in California for those of you that don't know. So welcome. But last night, listen, TikTok, you guys got day 30 and 31. But really quickly, welcome to day 31 of my 100 days of live. And so I couldn't let this day pass without coming in. I was extremely tired, but I said, listen, we're still committed to our 100 days of live. And so here I am live on YouTube. Hey, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Hey, everyone. Hey, Created For Me. How are you? So I want to talk about this really quickly because this is something that, my goodness, has been the theme of my life here recently. Yes, California. Are you in California also? So this is the theme of my life. Last night, I was on live until probably, I think it was maybe like 1:30-ish. But I was here until almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Why is that? Filling orders, of course. So you guys know how it goes when you're a solopreneur. We have to do what we have to do, right? To get things done. And so I knew that I wouldn't be able to come in as early as I wanted to get things started. So let's see, I need to get a conveyor dryer. I keep burning the transfers. Ooh, yes. So you kind of have to play around with it. I don't know how you're curing currently, but we'll talk about that. Hey, from Wisconsin, how are you? Welcome. Hello. So last night I was here till almost 5 a.m., but I did it for a reason because I need to get orders out, and I knew that I had to like pick up my daughter from camp. She was coming back from camp today, so I did all the things, right? Hey, Houston, how are you? hello. Oh, California. Okay, I see you, California. Was that another Houston or was that the Houston? Okay. Hey, Houston, how are you? Thank you for joining. So I was here extremely late. I was really, really tired. Hey, Ohio, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, North Carolina, welcome. And so I knew I would be coming in later, which is what actually ended up happening, right? I feel like as soon as I got home and hit the pillow, my alarm was already going off to get going again. Hey, Georgia, how are you? Welcome, right? And so I really started thinking about it because even though it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, I was absolutely loving every minute of it. Virginia, oh, I didn't know you were in Virginia. Thank you for sharing that, Rock Expressions. So at any rate, I was like, listen, it's been a long day. I kid you not. You're going to hear all about it. But I knew I also had packages coming today, right? So good old UPS. Hey, Oregon, South Georgia, and Arkansas. Hello, welcome. I had packages coming, okay? So we'll talk about that because I want to know, where are my packages, UPS? Where are they? They never arrived. Hey, Seattle. So at any rate, I want to talk about this because I enjoyed every minute of being here, right? And I realized like, wow, I really love what I do. And I'm so thankful to be doing something that I absolutely love. I shared yesterday on yesterday's live. Hey, Peaches, Tumblers, and Sonia, how are you? I shared on yesterday's live that as a registered nurse, that's what I did prior to starting my business full time. I was a registered nurse. And so I loved working night shift, but I started to feel like I was at the point where I wanted more. I wanted more time. And so when we talk about time, it's like, oh my gosh, what does that mean? Because I stayed here until 5 a.m., right? But nobody else was home. So my husband was at work, daughter's at camp. I'm like, listen, I'm going to do what I enjoy, and that's printing, right? So you just told someone that the same thing earlier today. And so what we're often told is that as entrepreneurs, we got to be on the grind constantly. And there's a part of me that's like, I do kind of agree with that, right? But then there's the other part, whereas later on during the day when I was tired, I said, listen, I'm going to rest. It's important to rest. Don't forget to do that. Thank you, Roses. Hey, pretty girl Bangle, how are you? I love watching your journey, and I am loving your YouTube channel as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And so what I find is that I'm working a lot, right? But I love it so much that it's just like I get here and I can't leave. But when I get tired, I do take a break. And so I say that to say, when you're tired, it's okay to take a break. Hey, Josephine Godfrey. Hey, Daryl, how are you? Beth Beauty. Hey. Thank you for following, Daryl. I appreciate it. So I want to talk about that because I literally was like, I said I wanted more time, right? Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. And I said, but is this really working? Is this really working? Yeah, it is. I just take a break when I need to. Hey, Creative Peace, how are you over on YouTube? And so I wanted to share that. But most importantly, can we talk about UPS? This is like a recap of my day. Can we talk about UPS? Where is my package, UPS? I was like tracking, stalking the tracker. Apparently they delivered it to someone else. I call, they say, we'll figure out where the driver is and what happened, and we'll get back to you. Crickets, guys. Where's my film? I need film to print. So this is not going to work at all. Okay, I need film. So we got to figure out what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm probably going to call them really early in the morning. Like, listen, I have work to do. I don't know who you delivered to, and they had a name of who accepted the package, which I think for me was even more like, are you serious? There's nobody here by that name. God giving you a break. Yes, he is. Listen, because you guys know I am going, okay? Day 31 of my 100 days of live. Day 31. So then I wanted to share lastly this really, really cool message that I received over on YouTube. And so it was kind of a full circle moment for me because I've shared, for those of you that have, been on a live when I've talked about it, I was inspired by someone to start my direct to film journey, right? And so, Baby's Booty over on YouTube is the one that actually inspired me to get started with direct to film, right? Hey, everybody that's coming in. But listen to this comment that I received. A big fan of your work. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much, Francisco. Thank you. And thank you for joining me. I know it's late. For those of you that are on the East Coast, it's even later. It's 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I can only imagine. But listen to this comment, because this right here, these are the things that fuel me to like keep going and keep showing my journey and not being afraid to talk about like what I'm going through as an entrepreneur as I'm going on this journey. Thank you, In My Right Mind Designs. Thank you for the follow. So listen to this. C10 Kid over on YouTube. Thank you for this amazing message. So this is what they said. Because of you, I started DTF. They were using white toner prior to, okay, and wasted so much money. I heard about DTF years ago, but they decided to go with white toner. And it was through watching, because they were afraid of like maintenance. And it is, there's a lot of maintenance, right, with DTF. I don't sugarcoat that at all. So there's one thing you will get over here is very honest, very honest reviews of my journey. That's Uni! Oh, not on two screens. I love that. But listen to this. The maintenance kind of frightened them. And so they decided to go white toner. But they saw my video that I made about maintenance and how I bought that printer, and I never looked back. And that really is what this journey has been for me. I purchased my printer, and you guys have seen it. And I have some videos coming too. I've been working on that too. I documented my journey of purchasing a direct-to-film printer. And I have like a whole series over there where I'm showing you guys, you know, the process of when I received my printer, going through the software. Thank you so much for the follow. Going through the software. How do you actually cure a printer? Hey, Hey, Marissa, how are you? All that good stuff, right? Up until press. So we went from buying the printer, and then I took you from working in the software, sending that print to the printer, and then pressing it, right? Once you've gone through all the process. But listen to this. This person said, I bought my printer and I absolutely never looked back. That is so cool, C10 Kid. I love it. My white toner printer is just sitting collecting dust, and I operate my business from a guest bedroom in my home. Like, if that to me, that was such a full circle moment, because I talk about being inspired to start my journey and being so grateful. Thank you guys so much for tapping that screen. Being so grateful for the moment that I just happened to be remodeling a spare bedroom in my home that I was using for my business, and taking that, hey, Australia, taking that moment to like watch a live that the Baby's Booty was doing that particular day on direct to film. Like, it was like, it just aligned and it worked out, and that sparked that whole light bulb moment where I was like, that's it. That's what we need to add to our business. That's that piece. So to now hear that I'm inspiring someone else, it's really full circle, and it just fills my heart, because that's why I share my journey. I've told you guys for years, everyone knows YouTube University is there. That's what we utilize a lot of times as our resource. But to then be able to give back to a community that's given to you, it's like, I was like, girl, I don't care how tired you are. You better go grab these phones and let's get going, okay? I bought a printer also, but trying to decide if to do DTF or eco solvent. So what kind of printer did you buy? Let me ask you that. Hey, Ash, how are you? Hey, Lisa from Australia. So it's just been like, it was such a full circle moment. It made me say, I'm going to go live. I don't care how tired I am. I'm going to show up. Because there were many times in my journey when I first started YouTube where I felt like, I'm not sure if this is really for me. I'm not sure. Even with social media, I'm not sure that I have a space here. Like, what am I supposed to do with this, right? What am I supposed to do? And there were those moments of uncertainty. Epson, okay. Eco tanks, or what are you thinking? what kind of printer. And so there were many moments where I was just really unsure, but I'm so grateful that I just took that plunge and I went for it. And C10 Kid, I am so thankful that you saw the video that inspired you to get into DTF. I am so excited for you and your journey. And so make sure that you send me messages and keep me updated on how things are going. But that was just, it was like a really humbling experience, because sometimes you just wonder, like, I always want to make sure I'm giving value, giving value, giving value. And there's moments when you wonder, like, is there something I can do to improve? Where can I make some improvements? How can I kind of deliver more? And so I appreciate it so much when you guys message me, when I get the pictures of the items that you've created. Hey, AB, how are you? Yes, I missed the comment. I saw it as it was scrolling up. Denise, I do offer custom transfers as well. On the website in several different sizes, including gang sheets as well. One of the things I do ask though with your artwork is that you ensure that it's a PNG image or a vector file, which is those .ai files with a transparent background and 300 DPI for resolution. Some do Eco Tank, but there's no way to shake the white ink in the Eco Tank. Steel Rebel Designs, that is one of my biggest gripes when it comes to converting Eco Tanks to DTF. Only because I see when I'm cleaning my printer how rubberized this white ink becomes. Like when I'm cleaning my capping station, I see it when I'm cleaning underneath my print head. And so I did have to say that was one of my biggest concerns. Thank you for answering that question, AB. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I got that done. What RIP program do you use? So I use AcroRip. Look at Best Uni. Y'all hit that button. Thank you, Best Uni. Not on TikTok and on YouTube. I love it. So I use AcroRip, and I think I'm currently, I want to say it's like either 10.4 or 10.5 that I'm using. I can't remember the point which one I'm on because we had to upgrade a few times. But the cool thing about AcroRip, and I'm sure it's with the other companies as well, if you message them, if there's been an upgrade, you message, you answer their questions, they send you the upgraded version. So you don't have to keep buying new software. I'm not familiar with vector files. Oh, that's perfectly fine. It's just as long as it's a high quality PNG, you should be perfectly fine. Vector files can be created in a program called Adobe Illustrator. So typically with vector files, you will see a .ai at the end of the image. Whereas with a PNG, you see a .png. For vector files, you'll typically see like that .ai at the ending. Yeah, but no problem. But if you have any questions, Denise, at all about how to order or anything like that, feel free to message me. Yeah, and I'll help you. I'll help walk you through the process. Absolutely. Hey, Ladybug, how are you? Thank you for following, Yolanda. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, City Star. What printers do I use? So I have converted Epsons, and they're Epson 7890s, but I've had several Epsons that I've used for direct-to-film, which I document a lot of that I documented a lot of the beginning over on YouTube. But I'll have some updates coming here soon. I already got it planned out. Hey, Crimzilla Prince, how are you? Let's see. Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Absolutely. So it's been quite a day, right? But I decided to take a rest because I was tired. And so I said, listen, I'm going to take a little break, get myself together, right? I thought it was going to be an hour break, but it actually ended up being a lot longer. So it's okay. I needed to rest, clearly. Hey, Nicole, thank you for joining. Hey, Denise, hello. But I said I have to show up. It's day 31. It's July 1st. It is day 31 of my 100 days of live. I have 7 3880s in, praying one day to have one with, roll printing. Yes. So that, honestly, for me, is one of my favorite things about these printers. So I started with an Epson P800, and it had a roll feeder, 17-inch roll feeder, but it was a more desktop style printer. Then I went to the 7880, and now I have the 7890s, but they're all rolls. And I don't know, I love being able to just run those rolls. It works for me. And then you can use several different sizes. So although my printer is a 24-inch printer, I can use a 24-inch roll, a 17-inch roll, 13, and then a 12, which is really like an 11.70, but we won't talk about that anyway. Good morning. How are you? I don't know why that particular roll is not exactly 12. I just don't get it. It's easier and faster. It is because I don't have to load the sheets, right? And then, like, especially when I made that transition from the P800 to the 7880, I immediately saw the difference. I mean, like the 7880 had the automatic cut feature. So at the end of the print, it will cut across. Same thing with my printers that I use now. Hopefully I will get my film tomorrow. They will figure out what's going on with my film, and I'll get it tomorrow so that tomorrow I'll probably come and print for a little while. But Sunday and Monday, we are completely closed, and so I'll be back on Tuesday. But yes, it's faster. It just has more nozzles, but the roll allows you to kind of not have to worry about feeding the next page. I'm so intimidated by trying to convert these printers. So Rock, let me tell you, Rock Expressions over on YouTube, there's so many different resources out there where you can view videos on how to actually convert your printer, whether you're going DTF or EcoSolvent. So that's the beauty of like YouTube. Like there's something, I promise you, if you just type it in the, I'm sure you will find it if you type it in the search bar. Not to mention there's a lot of groups out there as well. So if you're looking, depending on your model, I think you said a 30, hold on, or was I remembering yours? 4880. I was remembering your printer, the 3880s. But yeah, if you join some of the DTF groups, if that's what you decide you're kind of leaning more towards, or EcoSolvent groups on how to convert, I'm sure you'll find the resources to convert. So, but it is nerve-wracking. It is, because you're like, listen, I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, I want this thing to work when I'm done converting. Hello, Braids by Addie. Converting is really easy. So magic, it is, but at the same time, it's not, right? So like on my large formats, a lot of times, like when I first got into it, I thought I would never convert this thing. It's humongous. Like when I got my 7880, I would never, right? Once I converted one, I was like, what was I thinking? I should have done it sooner. So don't be intimidated. Okay, so Steel Rebel Designs, Rock Expressions said, don't be intimidated. The one thing you need to know the most is patience. Yes, once you've done it once, that's it. That's why I said, I was like, oh, okay, this is all I have to do. We're going for it. But yes, patience is definitely one of those things that I think is really key when it comes to direct to film. Like I came today, I was like, okay, let me run my machines and do my nozzle checks. And it takes a commitment. And that's why I say I really love what I do, because I don't mind doing it. That to me just signals to me that this is what I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying this, right? But yeah, it does. It takes a lot of patience, and also it's really like you also have to care for your machines. And I mean, really, I'm telling you, I'm closed Sunday and Monday, but I'll be here running my printers, doing my nozzle checks. Like that stuff still happens, whether the office is open or closed, it still happens. So, I wanted to come in really quickly and share that with you guys. I know that it's late, but I wanted to come in and at least say happy Friday. For some of you, it's already Saturday. Commitment and finance, you better believe it. Absolutely. You better believe it. I am all about servicing my machines. I don't want to have to replace anything, but you have to know that that's always a possibility, right? You just have to know. Like I know each print head on my printer, on each of these printers, is $1,300 a piece, Hey, Sal from Florida, how are you? So, what do you do when you're on vacation? So I haven't really encountered major vacations. Like we've had quick getaways, but one of the biggest things that I do is I flush my machine. So I'll flush it as long as you're allowing cleaning solution to sit in your lines, you should be good. You shouldn't have any problems. So I flush the entire machine, and I make sure that I'm, once you flush, which I'm going to be showing as well, when you actually flush out the ink, your lines begin to run whatever color your cleaning solution is. So if it's clear, your lines are going to be clear. If you're using piezo, they're kind of like a pinkish, reddish tint. But yeah, I flush them and then I just rerun them. Once I get here, I just refill. I do like an initial fill and it fills all of my lines. So yeah. Hey, 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 how are you? The Real TNT Unique Designs. What printers do I use? So I use Epson 7890s. Yes, but absolutely, it is commitment and it's definitely finance. It does take money to kind of keep these printers running as well, which is like, for instance, film. I need my film, right? And so it was supposed to come yesterday. Then it became today. And then to get that delivery notice saying your item's been delivered and I don't have anything, and someone signed for it, I'm wondering if they delivered it to another business in the area. And because it's happened where they've brought, the package for the business next door. And I just so happened to look at the label because I'm thinking I wasn't expecting anything today. And I'm like, oh, this isn't us. This goes next door. So I'm wondering if it's one of those things where you're just moving so fast. I could have easily brought in that package and just sat it. And then, the business next door could have been looking for their package. So I think it's just one of those things where, Hey, Brandy Braids. It is 11:20. So I'm in California, so Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much. I'll keep you posted once I get up the nerve. Please do. Please keep me posted. I would love to hear like how it goes, whether you decide to go DTF or EcoSolvent. I'm just interested. I love to hear stories of conversion and just to see how it's actually working for you and your business. So that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And I wish you much success in converting that printer, no matter which way you go. Okay, it's 1:20 where I am. I was thinking, she's so woke right now. Listen, I had a nap. I'm feeling like refreshed. 1:20 in New Orleans. Turnaround time for customs. So turnaround time for customs is 5 to 7 business days. And that's just to ensure that your artwork is correct. So if there's any communication where maybe I need to let you know if there's a white background, or hey, can you resize this PNG because it's too small. When I stretch it, it's kind of pixelated. So yeah, but currently it's 5 to 7 business days. You love Cali. Listen, I love it here. There's moments when I don't, but for the most part, yes. Okay, hello there. Hey, Val. Question. So you flush the lines with cleaning solution, but what do you do about the print head while on vacation? I actually can leave it soaked. Now, I haven't gone for like an extended period of time, but I do leave a soaked paper towel underneath my print head. Or once you clean, like for instance on, my model, I don't know what model printer you have, but I clean like my capping station, I flush my flushing box. And sometimes what you can kind of do is just once you clean that capping station, you can actually just put your print head back on top. But if I need to clean, I'll leave it. Like I said, I haven't been gone for extended periods of time. It's been like really short amounts of time where that paper towel underneath my print head is enough and it will stay moist. I think I met the gentleman who installed your first DTF. Did you? Really? Okay, so did you purchase? Oh, no, you couldn't have because you're thinking about converting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, now my phone talking about it's overheating. Really? Oh, it's probably for my lights. These lights that I have up here. Oh, that's terrible. I'm using a Cricut and vinyl and it has made me want to cry. I started with Cricut. I started with a Cricut maker and a heat press. Oh no, I just lost them. I started with a Cricut maker and a heat press and I just made it work. And then eventually I got into sublimation and went on from there. I did plastisol transfers, which are screen prints and all that. Do you fix everyone's design or send them back? So, a lot of it really depends on how intricate the design is. So typically what I'll do is I'll reach out and I'll say, hey, this is what's going on. If, like I had someone that had a white background behind their image. I just sent them a message. There's a white background. Let me know, if you have the image without the background. If not, can you remove it? So then I'll get a file back, right? But it's one of those things where on my website, I state specifically to ensure that your artwork is ready to go. However, it still comes in where I have, artwork with backgrounds and things of that nature. So those are the things that kind of can prolong how long it takes us to actually print your image. But no, I don't do it with every image. Sometimes I have to send you a message and say, listen, I can refer you to our designer because I may not have the time myself to work on it, or my husband may not have the time. I can send you to a designer that can actually help you get your artwork ready to go. And that's one of the reasons why, if you're thinking about ordering customs, but you know your artwork is not set up correctly, I advise you to first get your artwork together. So if that means I have to send you to the designer, let's do it. Because at the end of the day, once you pay for those design services, you receive all the files. So you get PNG and also a vector image. So if it's your logo, that's something that's useful to have, whether you're ordering stickers, if you're ordering, business cards, you want those nice, crisp images. But it's one of the reasons why I suggest that you email me first prior to placing your order. Like, let's get your artwork together, and then we can go through the order process. So that way it doesn't feel like you're waiting forever, because design work can take anywhere from 3 to 4 days, depending on how intricate. Sometimes it comes back faster, but typically 3 to 4 days, right? In addition to that 5 to 7 day waiting period. So keep that in mind. I do sublimation and eco-solvent. Oh, that's amazing. Yep, did sublimate. I did. I thought that was going to be my answer until I realized that people didn't really care for, they didn't care for the polyester. Yeah. I've been doing 24 to 48 hour turnaround time with second day air, and it's been overwhelming. So taking a break. I hear you. Absolutely. That was one of the things. Thank you. Thank you, Brandy. I appreciate that. That was one of the biggest things when I kind of started. It was trying to figure out what time frame can I work with, especially when it comes to customs. I just don't foresee me lowering or shortening the time frame. Hey, Areli, how are you? I'm redoing my turnaround time and shipping. It's been stressful. Yeah, so I've been trying to figure out that balance. But for customs, it's probably not going to happen, just because I want to make sure that we give ourselves enough cushion for me to send you an email and for you to then reply. Or if we need to send you to design, then let's get that design together. But it gives me more time to work with the image. So yeah, I completely agree. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Val. Your DTF. Is there a problem pressing if there are no windows? I don't know what you're referring to. Give me a little bit more information. That's smart. More time. Yeah. I prefer to have more time than promise you a 3 to 4 day turnaround time on customs. And then, sometimes those emails don't come right back. So if it's a day, that's a day that I'm shaving off of my processing time. And so at the end of the day, when an order is late, right, even if it wasn't my fault, it's still viewed as late in the customer's mind. So I'm just kind of like, nope, I don't think I'm going to be shortening it at all. That's probably the shortest period of time that I'll have for customs. Yeah. I bought a sublimation printer, but don't know how to use it. Well, you know what? I suggest you get to using it. I don't know what kind you have, but I have both a Sawgrass and a converted Epson. And there are a lot of applications that you can use that sublimation printer for. So I suggest you start using it. And really, if you feel a little uncomfortable, if it's like the Sawgrass, because Sawgrass has specific software that you have to use with it, look it up on YouTube. Start looking at YouTube tutorials. That's my favorite. YouTube University. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. YouTube University is an amazing, amazing resource just to get you started. Yes, and stalking other people's TikToks. Absolutely. TikTok is also a search engine. So don't forget about that. Tyrone asked, you spoke on curing safety. I haven't in this particular video. Are you referring to another video? How about when pressing your DTF transfers? So I'm actually in a shop. So I have a separate room for where I actually process my transfers. I print, I cure, I print, powder, and cure. over in that room. And then I have another room that's a lot larger if I have shirts, like I have a shirt order that's coming up. I think it's no different from sublimation. They both give off vapors. And so you do what you do to protect you at the end of the day. Yeah, just regular YouTube, but I call it YouTube University. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm sorry. Bless Ranella. My apologies. YouTube University is just YouTube, but we call it the university because listen, you can go over there and really leave with quite a bit of knowledge. Sorry about that. Yeah, you too, Magic. I appreciate it. Tyrone, hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. But yeah, and I have windows where I'm at. So, throughout the entire shop. Yeah, so hopefully that helps. Braxton, hello. Thank you for joining. So at any rate, I don't want to keep you guys. I just had to come in because it's day 31. It's July 1st and day 31 of my 100 days of live. Hey, Sassy in Ohio. I'm willing to guess that you're from Ohio. What? You tell me. But if you happen to be catching this on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope I catch you or you're able to catch me one day live. But to do that, I need you to hit that thumbs up button if you found value and also turn on your post notifications. But I appreciate you for joining me today for day 31 of my 100 days of live. So I will see you guys on Tuesday when I return. Bye, YouTube. Thank you, guys.